Hey y'all, it's me, Niecielynn. This is Flosstube number 100. Wow, that's a lot. I can't believe it. This is the 26th of November, 2021. I hope y'all had a really happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you ate a little more than you should have and indulged a little bit and got to be with some family and friends this year for the first time in a while. So hopefully a lot of you got to have a better Thanksgiving than you did last year. We were all together. I overslept, missed the turkey trot. We do our big Thanksgiving Wednesday night. So then Thursday morning we get up and turkey trot and then eat breakfast together and hang out and watch the parade and all this. But I overslept and missed the turkey trot. Now I didn't miss breakfast. Now I didn't really want breakfast. I really wanted a piece of my pumpkin pie for breakfast, and that's what I had. So yay for that. But yes, I can't believe I missed the turkey trot. But we had a great Thanksgiving. We realized we all had such a great time that nobody took any pictures, which is par for the course for us a lot of times. So, oh well. We were there. If photo evidence is required, there's not a lot of that. So I did get some stitching done this week, not as much as I wanted. Like I said, we cooked a lot after I saw you last Friday. I had the girls and we made pumpkin bread, and then we ran it to Maypearl to Daddy and Annie and visited over there, and Bebe came with Baby Catch, and we all got to hang out together for a while, so that was nice. And now Micah and the girls and Justin are in Georgetown with their family, with Justin's family. CJ flew out Wednesday night to go to Florida to be with Wani and her family. And so he's out there, and they're gonna fly back Sunday night. But he said there was a lot of traffic going into the airport there in Houston. But he said that he got on his plane and got there, you know, no trouble, no delays or anything. And then Bebe and Keely went to Bebe's family yesterday. So everybody has been with all their family, so that's nice. I'm very fortunate all my kids were happy and healthy and fed during the holidays, so I will not ask for more than that. And I ate too much. I did get a new start this week, so I guess I'll start off with it. I showed it, it's going to be on the cover picture. It is the drawn thread, and it's Welcome Winter. It's the only one that I haven't done to put on my primitive toolbox. I did just grab some things out of the closet to put back here today because today I'll start my Christmas decorating. I'll finish taking down my fall and start putting up Christmas. So I just grabbed these things out. This is my favorite Santa. He's on 14 count, like fiddler's cloth, but he's over 2. So he's actually a 7 count. This is out of one Across Stitch magazine one year. I don't think I have on the back what it's from either. And this is out of one of the Bunch of Santa magazines. And then this is the Winter ABCs by Little House right here. And that's the one I switch out, but I don't have the hooks on the back of it to go on my shutter. So I just took my shutter down and hung it on here for now. So now back to this. This is one of the kits. You can't get them anywhere but from thedrawnthread.com. They're fabulous. They come with the fabric, the call for fabric. I think this is a 30 count something. And then the silks. So if you've never worked with silks before, these are like $30 for the kit. And you get the fabric and the floss and the chart. So it's really a good deal if you want to dabble in silks, but you don't want to put in the huge investment because they are kind of pricey. This is what I do when I get one like this. I put the little symbol out beside in my ink runs so that I can see with just looking at this. I won't have to look at the key. This is Dinky Dye 174 is this beautiful blue, and it is so pretty. Let's see here if I can get this right. We did go get our nails and toenails done too before the holidays, so we didn't look quite so rough. But I love this color. This is similar to Old Blue Jeans. I think it's Classic Colorworks Old Blue Jeans that I've got in something over here. but I love it. It is a absolutely gorgeous color. If you were gonna get one color to start with, that would be a fabulous one to me. That and the Dinky Dyes, this one, $2.29, is a red. That is a really good red. So, but it has like a little snowman and a little house, and trees are on the M, and a red bird and a scarf, and then some little pine. Is that gonna focus there? It's just little pine needles and some little pine cones on the bottom. So that was my start this week because I want to get it done. And these work up really fast. There's not a lot of stitching to them. There are some specialty stitches. They give very good instructions on the specialty stitches. And I don't know if I can show that. Let me see if I can show that page without showing if there's anything on the chart on there. No, here, this one's fine. Yeah, these don't show anything on the chart. Yeah, they're safe. So it'll tell you when to use what on here. And then it gives you this really big page with instructions on how to specifically do the specialty stitches. So also, if you haven't done very many specialty stitches before, these kits are really good. And I assume if you just get the chart, it's the exact same way too. If you don't want to do the silks, if you don't want to get the kit, if you just get the chart, I'm sure the diagram is in there for it also, but it is really nice instructions. Those charts are done really well. The Draw and Thread does a really nice job with all their stuff. And so that one is, I was excited to start it because I love having it on my primitive toolbox there. This is, and I did not get any FFOing done. So Joy to the World is still hanging out here with no FFO. Let's see what else we got here. Miss Margaret Ann Rollo. Let's see. Miss Margaret Ann Rollo, she is just stitching along. I think it's just stitching X on Etsy. Is it showing on here? I don't think it says on here. But I did it on, I've got it going on straw. It is so pretty. Oh. I love it. And I think I got this row and this done this week, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure of anything that happened this week. So if I showed y'all this last week, just don't act shocked. But I'm loving it. This is very nice. Linen. It was a share from one of y'all. It came in your What Love Remains. What Remains is Love kit. And it is gorgeous. But this thing is a beauty. And it has these two on the back are also in here. So it has these two little smalls are in the pattern also. And then she's charted for you to put Merry Christmas here if you don't want to put Margaret Ann Rollo. Of course, you could just switch it out because you have all the alphabets up here to switch out anything. So super nice chart, done really well. It's easy to read. Some of my charts are not so easy to read. This one is very easy to read, and I appreciate that. When I can read them easily, that makes it so much easier for me. So far on there, I've only got Santa Baby and Blueberry Hill by Wicked Stepmother, but these are my Wicked Stepmother's threads that I pulled to use on here. I've got Santa Baby, Peppermint Twist, Oh Christmas Tree, Blueberry Hill, Blue Bayou, Paper Roses, Barbie Girl, and Penny Lane. It has pink in it. Like I said, y'all know I love pink in my Christmas. All the Mexican Christmas decorations always have pink in them, and I love it. I'm there for that. I'm always there for all the colors, and I just love that. Because I love pinks and greens together like this. That is one of my favorite color combos. So I'm there for that all day long. But I did get a little bit of work done on her. She is a joy to work on. So I'm having fun with it. Let's see if I can get this one out. What did I get done on Lena this week? I think I worked on Lena this week. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't get to Lena yet this week. Okay, I'm gonna show her. This is Love Is Not All by Wicked Stepmother. I'm loving it. It's a beautiful chart. My printer cut off the sides. I'm not sure why that happened, but that's me and my printer not getting along. I don't know that I did. I thought I worked on this week, but now I'm looking at it and it doesn't, I don't feel like I did. So anyway, here it is. It's on 32 count vintage rose. This I believe is 4007 by, it's a sulky. This is cherry bark. And then I have Blue Bayou and Harvest Moon so far, or what I've used on here. So this is kind of my colors that I've pulled preliminarily to stitch with on this. And it is Frankie's favorite poem, and I had never read it until she sent it on the sampler, until she wrote it on the sampler, and I love it. It's by Edna St. Vincent Millay, and it is gorgeous. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. Like I said, I'm going to put James Williams and mine initials up here. I've never done a sampler for us before, so this one will be for us. Good, better, and different, just like us. We've had a nice holiday, really nice. We've got, but like I said, we'll do James's mom and his brother and sister and their families tomorrow. She usually does the Saturday after, and that's just what we went with today. And y'all, I just dried my hair and kind of scrunched it up, and it's doing whatever it wants to do, which is usually a hot wreck. Okay, y'all, I got a big old mess everywhere. I did get Heaven Is Near. Y'all, big old mess. Sorry, Sign from Heaven. Sign from Heaven by Stony Creek. It is so gorgeous. I love this chart, and I fixed where I made my boo-boo here, and I'm gonna put that right there. And I made it all the way around in my border. So that makes me very happy. So I'm just gonna hold it on this. Y'all, I'm a wreck today, so nothing is put together very well, but I made it all the way around with my border. And y'all know that's the stressful part for me. And then I took out that corner last week, and you can see how that's gonna look just barely. It's gonna look a lot lighter. Hope the color's picking that up. This is Coffee Club by Bestitch Me. It is beautiful fabric. And these are the called for DMCs on it. But I was excited to make it all the way around, and then I can start up here and work down. And that's how my favorite way to work is, from the, for me, the top left corner, and go down. And this one has a lot of half stitches all the way down here on this side. All this is half stitches in the background. And then these are holes, the leaves, and the trunk. So, and then I'll get on over to my bird, and that's when I'll be having lots of fun. But this is a beautiful pattern. This is so pretty. And I am loving it, loving it, loving it. I love it because I think it's true, and I think they do come visit us and try to check on us, and I think that's important for us to know, that we're not deserted. Okay, now we'll try to flatten it out. I got to see my cousin Corla. She came and dropped off my daddy's mincemeat pie. Y'all, they may taste fabulous. I don't know. They stink. So I have never tasted it because it stinks. I don't eat things what stink. I don't like English peas. They stink. They may taste great. I mean, like if I put mixed vegetables like in a pot pie or something, and, you know, they're always together in the frozen thing with the carrots and potatoes and stuff in the frozen thing, and that's fine. But when you open that can of green peas, they stink. They stink so bad. And James's mom and them, they'll eat them, and my granny used to too, in English pea salad. And it stinks. Y'all, it stinks. I'm sorry if y'all like that, but it stinks. You don't have to worry about sharing it with me. I am not gonna fight you for that at all. You can have my share and your share and everybody's share. I think I got a little bit, I think I got the bunnies done maybe on my Jessie Watson. This is Jessie Watson. I can find her cover sheet here and all my mess right here. Ugh. Jessie Watson by Hands Across the Sea. It is our autism salve for autism awareness with Barbara the Raspberry Stitcher. Set it up. I divided it out beautifully. She said she would look at finding another one. I have just been really enjoying this. I love how she divided it up. So by the end of November, I needed to be finish my border here all the way around, and I did. And I've already finished December's. I'm working ahead a little bit because I enjoy it so much. So December, we were supposed to do the little tree and the bunnies. And then in January, we're supposed to do half the house. So half the house is what I have to do next. I'm doing it for my grandpa's, my mama's daddy's mama. So it'll say Sally Coleman. She was Sarah Elizabeth. Sally Coleman, and so that's what I will have across the bottom here is Sally Coleman. But I'm ready to start my house. This has all, I've put in all her kids' initials and hers, and Paul's initials are on there. So it has been a beautiful, fun stitch. It's on a 32 count golden needle from Floss and Fabric. Niecielynn had this, and it is beautiful to stitch on. Very nice, easy to see. The holes are easy to see. For some reason, that makes a lot of difference to me. If the holes are easy to see, if the holes are not easy to see, I do not enjoy working on it as much. It makes it really hard for me to see where I'm at. But this one is not like that. It's very easy to see. And it's so pretty. I just have had lots of fun working on it with Barbara. And like I said, she's looking at finding another one because a couple of y'all had asked and wanted to take part in an autism awareness salve for next year. And I know y'all make your rotations out ahead of time. So she said she was looking into that for us. So these are the colors I pulled for mine, and I've just worked from there. It's Flesh of My Flesh. These are Wicked Stepmother, Flesh of My Flesh, Blue Velvet, Holly Jolly Christmas, Little Red Riding Hood, Rose Garden, Spooky, Hey Jude, and then I have DMC 336, DMC 937, and then this is the Classic Colorworks Old Blue Jean that I said was very similar to that Dinky Dyes color, that silk that is on the Welcome Winter that I'm working on. Those are, I love that Old Blue Jean color. And that's what I have. Well, I folded it up before I can show you that. That's what this outer blue is. The outer blue, this is DMC 336, and this is Old Blue Jean. And it doesn't show up as being a lot different, but there is a good bit of difference if you see it in real life. In real life, there's a lot of difference. So it has been lovely. I'm anxious to get it done. I'm trying not to work ahead, but I love working on it. So it's one of the ones I want to keep working on. I have to make myself stop and not keep going on it because it is a lot of fun. And then I did get a little bit done on my Noah's Ark by Kathy Barrick. It's on her Etsy shop. It is a download. It was one I could not find anywhere, and one of y'all was kind enough to share it, and then she has it on her Etsy now. So I went in and purchased it off her Etsy. And somebody said, why did you purchase it if somebody already sent it? I appreciate when the designers re-release things, even if it's just on their Etsy page, because some of these things that are so hard to find, I don't like that they go for then hundreds and hundreds of dollars and it doesn't go to the designer. So when they open them back up on Etsy, I try to go get them, because I feel like that kind of encourages them to keep putting them on there. And that is good for me. I want them to know that if they put them back, I would rather buy it from them than buy it on the secondary market. So here, that's the case with this. I would rather purchase, I want her to know that I appreciate her, because she does have to, you know, I don't know how all that works, but it is something to put it back up there and back out there. And so I got the background, I think, was finished. So I think I've been working on the roof. I still haven't backstitched around the rest of them, but I'll backstitch around the rest of my animals. But it's called Noah's Ark, and it's on Kathy Barrick's Etsy site now. So you can get it and stitch it. So that's fabulous. Hi, honey. No. Oh, dang, hang on. I need to put that back in there. I left my threads out. Hold on. Got to cram them back in here. And then I did get a little bit done on my Halloween ones. I just made myself work on them a little bit in between things. That way they get some attention and they'll be finished by next year. This is the adorable little cross stitch clutch from Patty Pan. She's a genius in making things. I don't know how she does it. She's always making the coolest things. But I have my Spookhouse selfie in it. And then somebody with a wet paw set their wet paw on it and made a little bitty tear in the material. But for some reason, she only likes to get in my lap if I'm stitching. If I'm not stitching, I'm sitting somewhere, she ignores me. If I'm stitching, she wants to get in my lap. So then she jumped up there and her paw was wet because she likes to stick it in her water. I've got this new bowl and it seems to be working better, but she made my chart wet and it got a little tear in it. But I did get some more done on it again. Here, so I got this corner done over here. So, you know, you can see if you just whittle away at it, you know, if I do a little bit every week, I'll be done. And so I'm not spending lots of times on it. I'll just do like one cut of thread, and whatever one cut of thread kind of gets me, that's where I stop. These are the called for DMCs. This is with Just Another Button Company. If you go buy the button pack from them on their website, they send you the chart with it. And so here is this. These are the DMCs. Now it also has Weeks Dye Works over dyes that you can use also, but these are, so look at this screen. This is 38.19. How fun is that? That is such a fun color. But these are fun, beautiful colors in this chart. So you can see that's gonna be a lot of fun. I just had a scrap of Ada and I dyed it with apple green and camel rit dye to get it to that color. Then I worked on my first Cox Crow. This is out of Sisters by Blackbird Designs. There's so many cool charts in here. I need to start on Peace and Plenty right now because I love it. And I want it, it says a Christmas blessing. I want to get it finished, but we'll see. I changed up all my colors because there's a lot of orange and gray in here for me. And so I added purples to mine. So here are the called fors for it, which you see, that is beautiful. Those are beautiful colors. I just added some purples and let me see if I can twist it so they both show up. And a little bit lighter orange. It's not much lighter, just a little bit. Let's see, like that. So that worked for me a little better. I like that. This is also on 32 count golden needle, if I'm not mistaken. I did not get, I wanted to have the whole row here that said October 31st. I thought I'd get this whole row done, the words, but I didn't. I just made graves below and the other row, the border under it. So I finished out, I think I had ES below. So I finished out graves and did these little squares, and then I did the border going across. So then I have to do the date, and then that last row of berries and leaves, and then I go into the house and the birds and the tombstones and all that. So I am moving along on it. There's no rush because I don't need it before next year. So I can just, here again, put a couple of threads in, a couple of, you know, like whatever you cut off, and you use 2 threads. So you have like 3 runs of thread. And I try to do at least that, or get a row across each time. This next one has lazy daisy stitches in it, which I'm excited about because I love lazy daisy stitches. So that'll be fun for me. And then I start into all the fun little motifs. So this is a beautiful chart. This is a beautiful book. It has, let me see how many things in it. It has 5 charts in this book. I know Niecielynn had it on Floss and Fabric. I think most of the LNSs still had it. I don't think it's hard to find because I saw it at Niecelynn's not long ago. But it has some beautiful things. But the next one I want to do in here is Peace and Plenty. It's beautiful. That is a beautiful chart. The colors are pretty. It's not even for me, it's nice, and it's got several colors in it with the pinks and the greens. That makes me really happy. That's my color palette. It says it's stitched on sheep straw in the picture, so I think that's all my stitching this week. Let's see if I've got hair in all my mess. Yes, I think that's it. I think that is it. I did get my Country Living magazine this week. I love my Country Living magazines, and they always have a little chart in there every week. So it's got a little mittens in the Country Living. So I love these little ornaments. They're the ones I have on my small tree, the Shiny Brights. And those are just fabulous. So I haven't looked at it yet, except just to flip over there and see what that was, because I knew it would be in there. I did get Happy Mail this week. All this fabulous Happy Mail. Some super Happy Mail. I got a card from Julie. Julie always sends beautiful cards. And I never get my cards out on time, so. But I love this. Thank you, Julie, this beautiful card, and this, for thinking of me and the girls always. Then from Barbara, I got this beautiful card here with a little note inside and these beautiful floss tags. And as per Barbara's usual fabulous thinking, here they're beautiful on this side and they say be kind. And then they are, she always thinks so good ahead, because it has so you have the floss type, the color name, and the chart symbol. So just like on my thing on there, I can put the symbol on there for what I'm stitching. So if I have it blown up or whatever, and I don't have to have the color key, the chart key right there in front of me if I blow up a piece of it to look at easier. So I think that's really a good idea. I never think to do it on my other floss drops, but I think that's a brilliant idea. So I'm going to punch a hole in these and get going. And yes, always, Barbara always thinks ahead and thinks of all the good things, like dividing it up for stitching every month. So she's always a good planner. I'm not such a good planner. Then I got this package from Corey here. Gosh, and I thought I had everything out and I don't. I'm making big sounds and messes, and this is already, oh gosh, I've opened this the wrong way. Now I'm opening it on the other way. Leave it to me. Now I've opened it on 2 sides. I got this beautiful card from Corrine, And it is fabulous. And I poked it back in there so tight I thought I've sealed it. Now I opened it on the other side again, but that's okay. It is beautiful. It has this beautiful seal on there, and it's all very tactile. This little sparkly tulle under the birds. It is gorgeous. And she has hand stamped by Corey on the back. She sent me this fabulous little thing, this Bead Nabber, which is fascinating. Try to hold it up here without. So if you can see on there, it holds a couple on there, and then you can just get them like this. So where I had the tape before, this is a little tool, and it has a little, like a Velcro piece, like the hard Velcro, and it just kind of grabs them, and then you can pick them up with your needle. So this is a genius idea. And you can squeeze it or, you know, open it up to make it a little looser or tighter on however big your finger is. But this is a genius thing. And this is a bead bed and a bead nabber. So she sent me this bead bed and this bead nabber. So you put your beads on here, and then you push your little nabber down there. So look, this is so cute. But you put your beads on here, and then you put your little finger thing on here, and it picks them up. I should have opened it before I showed y'all. But I didn't, because I never plan ahead like that well. But this is beautiful, and so y'all do things so well. This is beautiful. So thank you, Corey, for this. And then this last little piece of happiness here. Look at this. So cute. And here again, I had never seen this one, so y'all are always finding the fun things. This is From the Button Box by Diane Arthurs, and it's Imaginating chart. But look at Noah with his little pull toy arc with there on there. How cute is that? So thank you so much, Corey. I was so excited about all the goodies in this envelope here. And now that I've ripped your other envelope to shreds because I couldn't figure out how I opened it up. I opened it up carefully the first time. And then, see, I've got to move these things around. I got the package from Dina. And Dina offered to help me with Peace on Earth because y'all know I was driving the struggle bus on Peace on Earth. It was bad. This is the most beautiful chart, but I could not, the diagonals on it, I kept messing up and ripping out and messing up and ripping out, and I was about to melt it. And I gave up. I was just about to give up. And Dina said, if you'll send it to me, I will finish stitching it for you. And she did. And now I'm thinking we need to mail it back and forth from each other every 6 months or something, so it can live with one or the other of us. But she finished stitching this beautiful thing. I love it. I nearly cried when I opened it up because it is exquisite. She did a beautiful job. And we must be the same kind of stitchers because you really can't tell. Our stitching is nearly exactly the same everywhere. It's fascinating. I love it. Dina, thank you so much. I cannot wait to hang this thing up. But like I said, I think we'll have to just mail it back and forth so it can be friends with each other. And you should have kept this. You should have kept this. And she says, don't send, I enjoyed doing it. I don't, because I asked her what I could send her for possibly doing that. So now I'm going to have to think of something because that is so above and beyond. She also sent this adorable little After the Rain pattern with these beautiful rainbows. And you know Aria Kyle will have us stitching this up because you know she loves her rainbow and she loves her rainbow colors. So this will definitely get on the list because she cannot pass up a rainbow at all. So, oh, also this beautiful card, which I skipped. How cute is that? Little animals on there. And she said she didn't press it very much, like it wasn't enough to stitch it and all this and mail it and take care of it and deal with me. And And then she sent these other little goodies. She said that that she is not going to use. And I'm gonna try to, let me see if I get this together. This is the Earth Laughs, and it is beautiful. A Cosmo thread pack, and it is a Jan Hicks chart, and it is so pretty. Jan Hicks creates the Earth Laughs, and it is beautiful with the thread pack that goes with it here. Gorgeous. And then this is Coloring Cotton 14 count bisque. That is beautiful. 14 count bisque coloring cotton. And I don't know if it's going to show up that it has. There you go. Beautiful, very faint mottling in it. It is a gorgeous piece of fabric. It says it's a 1/4 yard. That is beautiful. So pretty. So Dina, I don't know how to thank you. I'm going to have to think of something to do because, wow. And I should have looked to see if I was supposed to go with that. But she sent this to share. She said she wasn't going to stitch it, so she sent it for a share. So we will get it in that bin. So those are my whips and my Happy Mail. And my little haul, the only thing I had was my Country Living magazine. And I'm going to try to hurry today because I don't, I know y'all are probably all out Black Friday shopping. And I think, oh, I have questions. Yeah, there are questions here, so I will get to them now. Lindy, I think you're going to have to duct tape him in an office chair. Her husband had to have an appendectomy. James Williams had to have one, and they have got to be still after that. And she said he is having a hard time being still. And so I think you just have to duct tape him in the chair because he cannot be up messing around too soon. Lori, the silver tree with the color wheel. She said her mom used to have the silver tree with the color wheel. Mrs. Paul, who was our neighbor behind, he had a gas station, and she was a stay-at-home, lady. She was an older woman when she lived on the street behind us. And the kids would love when Miss Paul put up her Christmas tree because Annie lived in a house that faced Miss Paul's house. So here was our house, here was Annie's house, and then Miss Paul lived right across here. And she still had the silver Christmas tree with the color wheel. And she would set it up and turn it on every year. And the kids loved it. The kids loved it. They thought that was the coolest thing in the world. Her silver tree with the color wheel in it. So I love when you said that. It made me think of Mrs. Paul. She and her husband are both gone now. They're both passed. But it made me think of the kids loving seeing that in her window. So thank you for that. Cindy, yes, it was fire ants. And they are the worst things ever. I hate them. But if you do not pay attention, and I know, oh my gosh, which one of y'all said that y'all stepped in them in the cemetery? I thought I made a note of it and I can't read my own writing here. And they swarmed up your leg. Oh my gosh, they're the worst things and they are so brutal. So yes, I did get in the fire ants, but it's about healed up now. It just looks not quite as, just a couple little spots still there. So they're nearly all gone. The burn is nearly all healed. So I'm rough on myself. Sherry, yes, I do use 22 count sometimes. I'm so funny. I'm all over the place. I just stitch on nearly anything at all. So yes, I do use 22 count sometimes. And she says The Wall is a good game show. So I'll have to look for it because I love me a game show. Dottie, I cannot imagine 3 feet of snow. That is crazy. The thought of 3 feet of snow. I can't even imagine. The most we've ever had here was about 11 inches. 2010 maybe? Was it Keely's senior year? I think it was his senior year because it was, I think that was the year during the livestock show. He was driving to Fort Worth and this lady skidded out on the ice and wrecked into him. And so I think that was 2010. I think that's right. Oh, and I forgot to grab them. True to Beth, Susan is wondering about the Santa floss drops that you sent. She was wondering if you would tell where you got them or how to get them or anything. She loved them, and I thought they were so cute. Audrey says she put her tree up on Christmas Day and take it down on Boxing Day if she could. My grandma was the same way. She did not, I think mine is from being at the flower shop. And we had so many trees, and we went and decorated people's houses, and we decorated their trees and their light fixtures and their banisters and all this. So I think that's why I love to decorate. I just love to decorate. But now my grandma, and both my grandmas actually, but one was much worse than the other. If we never had a tree, it would not have bothered her one bit, and she wanted it up and down. Up and down. You didn't need to be having that thing hanging out all over the place. And our Irish word that she sends us is crake. She says if you have a good night out, you say the crake was high. So I assume that's like the good time. So that's the good time was high, the mood or whatever. So it's C-R-A-I-C. So thank you, Audrey. You know I love me some new words. And the elusive stitcher said lights went out on her fake Christmas tree after 1 year. When this happens, I want to stomp. I want to just Thor punch somebody, because those lights are meant to work forever. If you look at the if you look at the time on lights, they're supposed to burn for hours. Those things should burn till after you're dead. And nope. So usually there's one little bulb that's got loose or that's cracked or something, and you have to go around and check them all. And so I also know some person who says she does not have the patience to deal with lights going out. And she says, and it's true, if you get a big real tree, they're really expensive. So she just buys a new fake tree every year and then donates it at the end of the year. She says she ain't got time for fooling with checking them lights going out or anything else. She'll just buy a new one, put it up, and then when she takes her Christmas decorations down off of it, she takes it right to the charity shop and donates it. I mean, you can't hardly argue with it, right? I mean, because it is aggravating as all get out when them lights don't work. It makes me want to scream. And Judy said she used to make the baby food cake, and Pam said she still makes it. She makes a cake with baby food carrots. And I never thought about that. I was so sad about not being able to find my plums and prunes, which were the two baby foods I liked putting in there, that I could have used carrots. I mean, they're really sweet. Baby food carrots are really sweet, so it would probably work just the same and be fabulous. So, Judy, if you lost your recipe, holler. I still have my baby food cake recipe. I'll send it to you, because baby food cake is fabulous. And CJ, I make it for CJ, my oldest. It's his favorite cake. That's what he wanted for his birthday every year, was baby food cake. And it was Good Old Girl's recipe, my dad's mom's recipe. And he always loved it. It was always his favorite. And so it's still a favorite. But I don't know why I never thought about using carrots instead, because they're real sweet, so that'd probably work just as good. Cheryl, yes, the Noah that he's like the Santa, and I'm trying to think, is it by Needlework Press right now? Oh my gosh, it's on my list because that is so cute. It is adorable, and I got a stitch list. And Robin, I cannot imagine having so much snow. They were able to slide out their second story window. They said they made a big mess in the house and their mom made them clean it up, but they did it all day. And that's so much snow that they made a little slide and slid out their window and kept running back through the house, because the way it blew, it had all drifted up against the house. That is unreal to me. I've been on an ice slide when the Gaylord Texan Hotel here does the ice sculptures every year. They did it last year, and they're doing something outdoor this year. They're not doing the thing like they have in the past, but they've had a little slide, and it's like not very tall. It's like as tall as my head. And you can go down it. And of course I did it when we went, and it was fabulous. So I cannot imagine having a big one like from your second story window. That would be fabulous fun, especially when you're a kid. It'd be fun when you're an adult. I can't imagine when you're a kid. Okay, Lenore says as a child, they would go out she lives in Australia, and they would go out in the bush and cut an Australian bush cherry tree for a Christmas tree. And it made me think of the song, the Christmas song, Bend You Down, You Cherry Tree, So My Mother May Have Some. Y'all know that Christmas song? I love that Christmas song. I'm sitting there trying to think of the rest of the words. But I bet that smelled fabulous. She said when she goes down, when she walks in the bush and she smells it, it makes her think of being a kid and that using that as a Christmas tree. My grandpa would a lot of times chop a cedar tree because there are cedar trees around here. And that's what we would use as a Christmas tree, would just be a cedar tree. And that's what we would have as a kid. We would get a pine. We would get a pine, and then my dad would take it and sink it, because we lived at the lake. He would take it and sink it down by the end of the pier for the little fish to live in so that he could fish off the pier. Then the snakes also want to come to eat the little fish, but you know, the circle of life and all that. We've all seen Lion King. And Linda, yes, that's that same Noah. That is fabulous. I'm loving him. And like I said, with Cheryl, he's on my list. Oh, but Cheryl, no, you're on the SS Noah list. I said that backwards a minute ago. Linda is talking about the Noah Santa by Needlework Press. Cheryl, you're on the SS Noah list now. See, me and my writing now. Hello, Holly. I hope you and Tammy had a good visit, and I hope that, Tammy, you are healing up after those broke ankles and that trying time, and that you're cyber shopping, since you're not supposed to be getting up on those feet yet, I bet. So still take it easy, but Holly, you are the best kind of friend to go and stay with her. You're like my friend Sue. She's that kind of good friend that'll be staying with you and take care of you. She texted me, and on Monday, I'm going to go decorate Christmas trees with her at the women's building. So that's going to be fun. I'll get to spend some time with her and decorate. So that's two fabulous things at one time. Leslie, the San Antonio Riverwalk at Christmas is the best. And I'm so glad you're going to get to go again this year, because it's so beautiful. So beautiful. One of my favorite things. Okay, and then Linda asked about this Galatians 5:22. It says it's, I'm going to hold it up here, Linda, so you can see it. It says it's by imaginating.com. I'm going to hold it up here and see if it will focus. Is that going to focus there? But it says it's by Connie Abel. And then it says imaginating over here. Let's see if it shows up better on this one. Imaginating.com. Is that going to, there we go. I'm going to hold that right there so you can write it down. Imagine 18. So that is who it's by. Imaginating, designed by Connie Abel. It came from House of Stitches, but it is from 1987. I mean, it's been around a while, so, but it is beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful chart. And also Diane Hahn, you're next up on the list. If you'll holler at me, I'll get Heartstrings SS Noah in the mail to you. So Diane Hahn, holler at me about that. Then we have the shares from last week. Okay, let me see if I can get them all out here. We had Galatians. We had let's see if I can get everything. Kisses from Heaven's here. Warm Memories. Baby, Baby. Bring Home the Tree. And is that everything? I think that's right. Okay, Kisses from Heaven goes to Stitch and Scotty. Dottie, you want to share. So this one goes to Dottie. If you'll holler at me, I'm not sure if I have your address, Dottie. I think I do, but make sure I do. Warm Memories is the Lizzie Kate, this adorable little snowman. It's Norette Herzog. Norette, if you will send me your address, Norette, and my email will be in the drop down, but it's Niecielynn at Yahoo. And then Bring Home the Tree here by Sue Hillis. This is so beautiful. I love this so much. It goes to, Bring Home the Tree goes to Carol Day. Carol Day. if you'll be sure I get your address. And then Baby Baby by Cherrywood goes to Linda Warner. Linda Warner, you'll get me your address so I can get this in the mail to you. And then Galatians 5:22 goes to Loretta Henderson. Loretta, hello. If you will get me your address, I think I have it, but double check me. The Galatians 5:22 share goes to you. And then Diane Hahn, if you'll holler, be sure I have your address so I can get that going to you. And then this week's shares are, I grabbed out this little beauty. And this is by, oh my gosh, my hair's falling out everywhere. The Snowflake Sampler by Liz Matthews, Elizabeth's Garden. It is beautiful. It's called the Snowflake Sampler. Be sure you use the word snow. I guess let me know if you like snow or if you don't like snow. And then this is a Britter Cup design, and it is a stocking. It's called Britty Kitty Christmas Stocking. It is so cute. So you can get it stitched up in time for Christmas. So Britty Kitty Christmas Stocking. Use the word kitty. Let me know if you have a kitty cat, or if you like kitty cats, or you wish you had a kitty cat, or like that, so we can get those. And I did not get anything in the mail this week. I did not get to the mail this week, so it has been that kind of week when you're trying to get everything ready to go do all the other things. So I'll check on Mom a little bit. I got a heads up from Sister that she was on the warpath this morning. She was wanting to leave, didn't want to be there anymore, and so I talked to her, and evidently I didn't say what she wanted to hear because she hung up on me. So she's having a day. So I'll check on her again in a little bit, and we can hope that she forgot she's having a day. Yeah. So that's what I'll be doing today. Besides putting up my Christmas decorations, I'll be excited to start on that because I'm ready. So I just grabbed these out this morning, and that in my little feed bucket. So that's all kind of fun Christmas time. So I hope y'all are not getting overrun if you're shopping today. We don't usually do Black Friday shopping, so be careful out there if you are, and if not, sit at home and be cozy and think about putting up your Christmas or watching a Christmas show or just drinking some hot chocolate or hot tea. But enjoy your stitching while you're doing it, and have a great week, and I'll see y'all next Friday. Bye.